What's good, cousins? So I've spent the last 24 hours in the house. I was leaving, I was on the bike yesterday, and by literally 3:30, my phone started blowing up. I rode home like it was nothing. I just didn't want to think about it. And I hit one of my older brothers, and he said, it don't look good. By the time I got to the house, I looked down at my phone and said Nipsey was gone. See, I'm not mad at celebrities that are saying, oh, we lost the real one. For me, it's, did you know Nipsey? Not did you do a song with him, did you know him? Did you know how intelligent he was? I've known Nipsey since he was 12. Him and his little brother, his big brother, sorry, Sam. The father, who I call Pops, when I made that comment years ago when I said Nipsey is what Snoop could never be and never will be. I'll tell you a story. I don't want to talk this conspiracy bullshit and if a nigga from the hood, I want to tell you a cool story about Nipsey. 2006, I was working on an album called Undisputed. And I went down to the neighborhood to stop at VIP, and Nipsey saw me, and Nipsey used to wear this big-ass gold chain. A Cuban, for niggas knew what a Cuban was. And he drove the ugliest, biggest fucking Cadillac. And you couldn't tell Nipsey nothing. He had cut all his hair off, he had this little curly afro, and he had this CD called Slauson Boy. He's leaning up against a pole, 60th Street. No, it said Slauson. And it looked like it was handwritten in. He called me over there and he's like, bro, I just want to show you, man, I got the CD. And I said, well, I'm about to start my retail run. You're more than welcome to go with me, bro. And I ended up talking to the owner of VIP, not the one in Long Beach, the one on Crenshaw. Same owner, though. It was the brother, though, I think. And he said he would carry Nipsey CD, even though it didn't have a barcode on it. So I got Nipsey a barcode. And hold on. So I had to come in the house. So like I said, I got him a barcode. And I told him, go over there to the One Stop. And Cletus's brother, who ran it, I'll tell him I've sent you. And I remember Fats was like, Caz, you. And Fats, may you rest in peace, you little badass. Caz, nigga, that's the enemy. And Nipsey was like, cuz I'm trying to work this record, man. And if the homie hooking me up, if I got to worry about dying for going straight, then fuck it, then I deserve to die. And I found out that Monday he went and dropped off 100 CDs and got him a barcode, like I said. And that's how he started. Nipsey wanted this so bad. But one thing that he never ran from was another man. I was not one that was for when he did the song with Game. I felt like there's certain dudes that, would you fuck with them just on a regular? And that probably was one of the biggest hinders in my career, because I just wouldn't fuck with certain dudes, because I knew I wouldn't fuck with them on the regular. What's the point in us doing this ignorant gangbanging thing if we then get in the music business and go, oh, I'm fucking with dude? Right, but you still got issues with, you're supposed to think bigger than that. But it's like, what's the point in gangbanging? Once you cross over, but Nipsey was very smart, just, and with Big U guiding, and Steve Lobel, you know. I'll tell you a story. Nipsey was in New York, and he called me. It's when he had did that deal with Sylvia Rome, but he was out there working with some producers. He said he wanted to talk to me. I said, all right, bro, call me. And he was downtown in Manhattan, shopping. He's like, oh, these white boys, millionaires, Caz, picking me up and go to the Hamptons and talk to them. And man, I said, Nipsey, just listen. Give your ears more respect. I've been saying this for years. Give your ears more respect and give your big ass mouth. And I said, what's the best thing about being in New York? I swear to God, Nipsey said this. He said, cuz I bought 100 pairs of socks for $25. And anybody that knows me and Nipsey, we love socks. Love them. And he was more excited about all the socks he got than anything, than any check, you know. And he ended up calling me when we got to the house out in the Hamptons, and we chopped it up for about 2 hours. So again, I knew Nipsey. I knew one of the most smartest young, I wish I had the intelligence of him. We were standing on the corner, me, Rat, Sean, Chinaman, rest in peace. I mean, Nipsey was young. And there was this, I want to say her name was Sister Florence or Flora or whatever, and she was this devout Christian. And we're standing at the gas station, because that's where you can find us religiously on a Sunday. And Nipsey was young. And every other word was cursing and blah, blah, blah. And she walked up and she stopped us all. Nipsey stopped us, and we all prayed with her. I've been seeing this woman for years. I prayed also, but Nipsey, again, I don't really give a shit about no celebrity. I mean, you know, give that young man acknowledgement, but if you didn't really know him, if you did not understand how smart him and his brother and his father and his mom, I mean, don't compare this dude to Tupac. Y'all know my feelings. Nipsey was from one hood, grew up in one area. He didn't come from Buffalo, New York, then the Bay, then LA. He was not an opportunist. This kid was as thorough can be. So please do not compare him to Tupac. Please. You know, even when I gave the songs for the Pac's Life album and he rapped on it, I never wanted to hear the song. I knew he was doing it to get put on more, but I never wanted to hear it because, you know, just my feelings. But if you are to pattern yourself after anybody, pattern yourself after that young man, because sadly, like I heard, sorry guys. Sorry about that. Like I heard my boy Noriega say today, you put your money back in the hood, and sometimes it's the hood that takes you from your money and your life. I had a clothing store on Crenshaw. Really, right? Crenshaw and 48th. Homies didn't buy my stuff. And I loved my hood. But 60 niggas ain't never bought 60 of my records from Rolling 60s. But Nipsey, learn the cool things that he did. You know, I can go on and on cool things that kid did, but he was a man among mountains, and was brilliant. So I'm gonna remember good things. Don't post shit on my page asking me about the conspiracy and hatred killed him. But love is what's gonna remember him. I don't give a fuck about gang, riding through the hood, all that old bullshit. Was genuine. I remember when somebody said I couldn't go back to my own neighborhood. And I walked into the store last year, and Sand saw me. Jay Stone was out front. And I was there to get my daughter who I hadn't seen in 7 years. I got her every shirt and hat that Nipsey had. I think I spent $1,100. I didn't ask for no discount. I was there when they were just selling socks and t-shirts. But I stopped by last year after they redid it. Sam took me to the back, got Nipsey on the phone. Nipsey was out in Texas. But I have no needs at 51 years of age. You know, it ain't about me, but turn on one of his songs. I put 2 of them on my page for free. And just remember that cat. Because I watched him grow up. And I watched him bow down to nobody, but could sit with the best of them. And his vernacular was impeccable. He was a pugilist with his tongue and speaking. My man Nipsey. See you when I see you, my brother.